Hey everybody, Dr. Ette here, and we are back with part 3 of the Banner Saga. So, I'm probably going to try doing annotations in the video to skip combat. I know a lot of people don't care, but we'll wait and see how that goes. All depends on how much time I have. All the fun bits is there. So, I think we can continue. Maybe, let's rest for a day. Everyone's feeling pretty goddamn great. Morale's improved. And let's just make some camp go. Let's just, start camping. Or swimming down the river, whatever we want to do. So we have enough supplies for 8 days. Clansmen have foraged some. Let's see. Like I said, clansmen forage, fighters fight, and Varl, I'm assuming, just fight as well. She hands you a piece of fruit. They might not know how to fight, but they can keep us alive by keeping us fed. Thank you, clansmen. I don't know how you're doing that on boats, but good for you. But it looks like here we have a village or something, so let's see. Desperate looking lot of adults in Varl stand on the shoreline waving you down. You probably look similar going anywhere with Ivor. They look hungry, but can they be trusted? Oh man, I don't know. We'll slow the boat down, ask if their needs. The basics, the Varl say food, safety, trade routes are empty. Of the 24 humans, half look like they've seen battle. Come aboard, you'll have food and safety. Everyone carefully files on a couple of the less burdened ships and start eating. Clip, the Varl says, which you take as his name, as his appreciation. Morale's improved. More clansmen, 12 fighters, and 1 Varl. Alright. Morale's declined, apparently, and improved, but let's see. Time on the cramped longship is proving too much for the children. They're climbing ropes, interrupting rowers, and constantly being shitty little garbage people. Some Varl and clansmen are looking rather pissed off. I can try to segregate them, say nothing. I can try to just keep the kids by their sides. I mean, some parents are shitty, they won't do it, but some mothers give you irritated glasses while few Varl smile in your direction. Regardless, there's no denying the children are safer by their parents' side. Okay, no increase or decrease of morale there, so could have gone worse. I feel like ignoring it would have been the worst one there. Some dumb kid probably would have fallen off the boat and drowned. This game can get pretty damn dark. Let's see. Shouts from the rear longship grabs everyone's attention. The quick construction is proving faulty and the ship is taking on water fast. With dredge on the banks and all other ships almost at capacity, you must consider your options. Dump the supplies, have clansmen board other ships, or bank the longship for repairs. Wasn't too keen on doing combat right away, but I feel like we should get some repairs done. Few dredge appear, but keep their distance. Their glowing eyes and strange hums unnerve the caravan as workers make necessary repairs. Okay, so we've lost some morale, but we've lost a lot of morale. That was like 2 pips of it. But we're almost at this village, so I'm assuming we can spend some of that renown and hopefully make camp there, because we're only at normal and I'd rather keep it high. Smoke from a village catches everyone's attention and the longships begin to slow. I doubt these scraps of wood we're floating on can hold many more, Ivor says. You feel the governor's gaze on you and he slowly shakes his head. They might resupply. I don't know. If they're burning down, I don't think they have supplies. I mean, we just took a bunch of people. This feels bad, but we have to, I think we have to save what we got. Ruga looks impressed. I forgot who that is, but thanks, Ruga. I like just a slow backdrop going. Clansmen, keep foraging, do what you do best. And there's a little, like a woman rock? A large clump of hazelnut trees look like a good place for clansmen to stretch their legs and gather supplies. Once on land, the children laugh while kicking around leather-wrapped balls of rags. You notice a Varl on the edge of the clearing, silently staring into the woods. He's watching a lone dredge grunt stalk a squirrel. Might be 100 of them in these woods. The Varl's whisper is still loud enough to scare the squirrel and alert the grunt. It looks at you and the Varl before slowly backing up. Oh, what do we do? Do we kill it, I believe? Sounds like it's dead. Your arrow wedges in between two plates of stone armor, and the dredge cries out in a strange warble. It runs, eluding your second shot before disappearing in the trees. The Varl, who made no move to chase the dredge, says, "We better get everyone to stop looking for food and head back to the boat." He sounds vaguely irritated. That didn't work out too well for us. Some complain about running from a single dredge, but most just stay quiet and vigilant. Morale's declined. I feel like if we're gonna break, we should break around this rock. It looks kind of neat.
Carved rock on a vacant island.
Oh.
Azalai's godstone almost looks lonely.
Okay. Jesus Christ, we gotta do something with morale. It just keeps dropping. Why are we getting off our boats? She's even more beautiful than the songs say. She looks vandalized as all hell, but that's really neat. What do we do here, though? Oh, we can do something. Okay, my bad. Clansmen and Varl are admiring the godstone when he notices some are missing. "It's a bulwark and his ravens," Leo says. He looked rather upset by my music and all the singing. He shrugs. "Well, they'd rather hang around that large cart instead of joining us. I won't take it personally, but come closer. Let me introduce you to Azalai, the god of streaming waters. She is the curves of every river, a guide for those of us traveling unfamiliar lands." The skald runs a finger over small etchings in the stone. Inscriptions from all those who were lost but found a way back home with her help. I don't want to loot the stone, that's rude. Pay respects. Let's listen. "Some say her stone shows the struggle of leaving the familiar to see what's over the next hill." Leo looks at the ropes tied around parts of her and smiles. "Before the gods died, her stone supposedly stood tall and moved a few steps every year, so people are always trying to make sure she stays put." Leo looks at you grinning. "Have you the strength to hold her, or gift with which to entice her?" Well, that sounds very rude. Let's pull on one of the ropes. Let's see. You wrap your hands around one of the larger ropes and pull. Pointless as it may be, but the godstone does not budge. Suddenly, you are joined by Hakan and Ivir, who lend their great strength. Others quickly join till the rope snaps and everyone sprawls into a laughing heap. Morale improved. You return to where the clansmen have set up camp and see a woman, torn robes, slip from your tent. She blends in with other families, and after making sure nothing is amiss, you let it go. That sounds a little bit sketchy. Clansmen, like they said, if your caravan is insulted, fighters that protect clansmen like heroes fight a battle. Keep enough fighters, but keep in mind fighters consume more food and less effective at foraging. Speak to Savan and train some clansmen into fighters. Let's see, we need protection. Savan, God, he has like no teeth. Blows all his hair through his flapping lips, then let's get it done. How many do you want fighting? Middle ground, 100 new fighters. Day and a half, make it happen. There we go, got a lot more fighters, a lot less clansmen, but you know what, we're making good on what we got. Talk to our buddy over here. The two of Var look deep in conversation, but Ivir catches your eye and waves you over. So they've all armed themselves and are running from something, but what? Hakon's becoming a dredge scholar, trying to understand the motivations of our enemy. It's just strange that we've never seen their women fight until recently. Good thing, too, we might have lost the Great Wars. You think about what to say. Has anyone ever talked... That sounds very... What happened back then? I don't know much about the wars. A great deal of killing on both sides. Imagine waking up to dredge attacks every night. Back then, the sun actually set. You'd wake up to a sound and see nothing but glowing eyes around you. Ingvar probably told you we never got close to pushing them back to the depths they call home. Actually, Ivir has never really said much about the past. Oh? Ivir says nothing, just holds Hakon's scare. Well, he's probably got more stories than you can hear in your short lifetime. Let's see, Juno says there's a darkness coming. But what Valkas say, I'm assuming that's weavers, and what they mean aren't always the same. They speak in riddles and prophecy. Still, it might explain why the dreads are everywhere, like someone kicked an anthill. Maybe whatever's coming hit 'em first. Or maybe it's just a new tactic for a new war. I've learned they crack to the ground and call a giant serpent. Then we're all dead and just don't know it yet. Has anyone ever talked to one? Both looking at each other. There are rumors that some have tried and been killed in the process. A lot of nonsense. Scald talk about the sounds of a dredge's voice making your skin fall off. So there's been no communication with the enemy? Is that normal? We're too busy. We were too busy killing to worry about a fireside chat. Besides, they only ever made warbling sounds. I guess if anyone's have talked to them, it would be the Valka, but good luck getting them to give you a straight answer. Bye. You should know the clansmen have been talking about us killing women and children. Dredge or not, it's not sitting well with everyone, which is probably the way it should be. If I say it's us or them, we make sure we're still standing. I'm bothered more by your decision to destroy Einertov's bridge. Let it go, Hakan. It was the best decision at the time. To collapse a bridge that cost thousands of Varl's lives to build. If I weren't for your damn horns, Ingvar, I'd swear you were an overgrown human. Two giants insult each other and you just let them screw around over there. Okay, so we're getting some plot. I don't remember a lot of what happened. I really wish I had more time to play through the first Banner Saga and reorient myself with the story, but sadly not the case. We're feeling good. 9 days of supplies. Bumping up our morale again really quick. Suppose we must continue on our trek past the little stone. Let's see where we are map-wise. Assuming we can open it. Yep, perfect. Loading, loading, loading. Didn't expect there to be a loading screen for the map. There we go. So we're just in Borsgard here, and we basically have to go all the way down to Aberang. So let's see, there's a fair amount of things on our way. We're going to have to start walking soon. Okay. I guess we'll cross that bridge once we get there. Whew. The river suddenly gets rough and the water is moving much faster. Rowers are trying their best to avoid rocks, but the long ships weren't built for such maneuvers. Each impact is jarring. Ships rock and a few oars snap between snows, but remarkably the fleet survives with only minor damage. As the river calms, several parents thank you for reminding them to keep... Oh, Jesus Christ. I think their kids might have died there if we weren't being smart about that. You're welcome. The cold breeze across the water works its way into your cloak. You shift to block the wind and feel something press into your hip. You feel around and find an item in your pack, but you do not remember obtaining it. Oh, that's... Is that what we got for being bros with that god? I couldn't remember the name, but the air... There's something change... I can tell you the noise is changing. The sheer cliffs and boulder-strewn waters of the southern bank dictate the log ship's courses. The droning sounds of the dredge extend their quicker pace as they follow your ships along the northern bank. Dust and mist make it hard to see ahead. A hissing, rumbling noise grows around all. Waterfall, shouts a sharp-eyed Nid from the bow of her longship. Oars instantly reverse and you nearly lose your balance. The hell's happening? Oh shit. What the hell? The roar of the approaching waterfall clouds your thoughts. The ships struggle, but their light weight makes them able to pull away from the river's deadly current. The thought of what more clansmen weighing down the ship would have done makes you shiver. Oh boy. The remaining ship's rowers pull hard, heading for the dredge-lined northern bank. In their haste, the vessel smashes across against sharp, split rocks as they push towards the shore. Some fighters are thrown from the boat, sinking in mud under the weight of their own armor. Shit. Launches are too spread out to command a unified landing. Amid the chaos, you look at the nearby Gris, a stout, virile warrior. And a few others like him look ready to thrust the dredge. Bolverk and his company are close to you, hauling their sealed cart off the ship. You must consider your options. Let's see. Gris, make an opening in the ranks. Follow me, we'll push them back. Odd Life, can you keep the dredge off us? I mean... I feel like I can't put everything on Odd Life here, so, let's see. Gris, make an opening in the ranks. Without questioning your authority, the stout Varl grunts in agreement. 5 other Varl join him and push forward into a dredge onslaught while you ready your attack. Hope we don't lose our Varl. We don't have too many of them. And we are entering in more combat, so that'll be fun for us to deal with. Let's see, who do we want to be rocking with? I mean, we got Ivir, we got Hakan, we got Gunalf. We want her, or him, we want him, and we want her, and I think we're good there. Is this the item we just got? Asselized Trail? Plus 2 will, plus 2 strength. Okay, that's cool. Dunder's Hand, plus 3 strength. May as well give that to someone who is strong. There, here, enjoy it. And you can have that. Everyone gets an item. I'm not sure if it's efficient or not, but everyone gets one. Ooh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Gris, why did he advance so far? Don't let his death... Oh no, Gris flat out dies. We got him, we got him. Oh, we can actually see our troops, like that weird angry horned guy over there. That's great. Loving it. Varl on up. Give our little buddy over here a little bit of mage support. Plus, since we're in quote-unquote great morale, let's see, added strength and armor damage to target and adjacent enemies. That's not a big deal, so I think what we might go for is just a big clobbering hit to the head. Just chunk the strength he has right now. Move there. Same thing. He is not useless, of course, but, you know, watch your flank. Oh, Jesus Christ, what are those? We don't even have a name for them yet. A skulker. Okay, okay. So our buddy down here can only give him a little bit of a tickle there. That skulker just disappeared? Okay. Let's see. His armor just kind of got trucked, though. So what we might do is cast Mend over here. Restore that to full. Well, almost full. What the hell are they doing? That concerns me much more than it should, I think, but... Ugh. Oh, did that little bastard just ruin my movement because of that? I think she might have. More of those damn skulkers. The hell are they doing, though? Oh, this is gonna hurt! Flat out and deal with that skulker now. I'm not really... Jesus Christ, there's so many of them here. That big one's their leader. I'll bet they'll all run if he falls. So we gotta kill this man. Is it his turn now? God damn skulker. Problem solved here. At least he's advancing on us, which sounds like a bad thing, but If what they say means anything at all, that means ideally we'll be able to kill it. Pretty straightforward. Thankfully this guy's beefy as all hell, even with his one arm. You, however, my friend, have seen far better days. We're just gonna run you away. Which doesn't matter. Boom, dead. Didn't think I was walking over it, but I wouldn't put it past me, so. Shocking, damage is a little bit lower on him. God, I don't like that. So done. I'm so done with those little bastards. Stop hurting Beef Shoulders, he's really good. Let's deal with that little shitty skulker again. Slag. Oh, the slag they're leaving on the ground is repairing armor? That's a neat mechanic. Shred his armor by a good chunk there. Take a little bit of damage. More importantly, because this guy is an insane amount of attack power, we're gonna hurt him as much as we can. Yeah, just 4 damage on him. This isn't efficient. We're not doing any bouncing, which we really should be. God, I still don't know how that bounce works, and it's pissing me off. Glad she has so much focus, though. She's good at weakening a lot of dudes. There. At least get rid of a bit more of his armor before dropping. Smack in the mouth there for 3. Keep him down to 3 at least, if nothing else. Probably not the best spot for our friend here, but feeling like he, assuming I figured out how this works yet, can do some lightning damage. Not the way I wanted it to bounce or was expecting it to bounce, but you know what? It was a bounce. Same thing. Right now we're just softening up these guys as much as we can, even if it is a tad bit inefficient. Oh, bro, you're so low. Down to 2 armor. Anyone should be able to hit him. Especially big boy over here. Let's go lay him down to Pound Town. And victory. Ette is ready for promotion. Everyone probably, no, not everyone. Bunch of renown again. So we're not really having flawless battles here, but you know what? Oh well. Hakan works his way through frantic clansmen on his way to you. He made some tough calls on that river. If those ships had been loaded down with any more people, no telling how many we would have lost. I'm not sure, probably a lot. Thanks. Too bad the landing was so rough. Hakan squints into the distance. The next attack is coming, and this time, they'll come in force. I've led everyone to a dead end. Any chance of fighting through them? What do they want? I mean, just to murder us, probably. Then we should charge before they're ready. It's a little bit too late for that and not enough for us to make a dent. Okay. Then what? We just wait here until we die? Juno and Eivind approach. There may be a way out of the situation, a gamble for sure, but we believe it is our only chance. Gods, it's bad when a Volca option is the only option. Worse than that, I can't promise everyone will live. Juno gives Eivind a look. So, what's your idea? Eivind sighs. With Juno's help, I think I can get us across the chasm, but it won't be easy for me or the caravan. I need to help Eivind and calm these people so they're ready to march when he is ready. You need to keep this area clear of all dredge, at all costs. If they... The sound of a worn horn cuts her off and everyone turns to look. The dredge assault begins. Ette, Hakan, you know what to do. Okay, let's see. It looks like the force you trained is roughly the size of the enemies. This could go either way, but a victory here will protect most of your clansmen. Juno and Eivind move to the cliff's edge. Hakan, surveying the battlefield, says some supply barrels might make a few more barricades. Otherwise, it would be pretty straightforward. I think we sacrifice some supplies. Men and Varl begin moving barrels full of food and gear ahead of the fighters, but they look your way for confirmation. You realize these supplies will be ruined in the battle. Yes, the barrels are barely rolled into place before the fighting begins. And that'll be a wrap for this episode, everybody. We'll be starting off the next one with another battle, of course. Man, that was really cool with the waterfall thing. But I guess we'll see how this gets sorted out, who lives, who dies. Because right now, I know it is the sequel to the first one, our roster is pretty damn huge. With largely non-essential characters. Well, not non-essential, but less important than others. But more content later. Again, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, leave me feedback. It's what I'm really looking for. And again, thanks to the guys at Stoic. Really appreciate it. You can reach them on Twitter at the Banner Saga. So again, I'll catch y'all later, everybody.